Whenever I feel overwhelmed, I've noticed that it's hard to think clearly and logically. So what I started to do was each time I found myself feeling overwhelmed, I would try different things to see if it helped. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 techniques that I found most beneficial. So let's get straight to it. The first thing is taking time out to reflect. Now this doesn't mean denial or just avoiding whatever's overwhelming you. It means take some time out so you can think and reflect on the situation or what's possibly causing it. Now for me personally, I tend to get overwhelmed when I've got too many ideas going through my head or I'm trying to do too many things at once. In other words, taking on more than I can handle. Now, one of the things that I like doing when I'm taking time out to reflect is I like walking. Now, walking helps to clear my head and it also helps me to think. And eventually, I start to build up a picture of the issue and hopefully a solution. I think the reason why walking helps me is because I see things from a different perspective. Now, when I feel slightly overwhelmed, I quite literally walk around my house. Now, it might look a little bit weird, and if the neighbors see me doing it, they might think I'm a bit mad, but it is what it is and it works for me. But if something is really overwhelming me to the point where I need a complete change of environment, then I'll just go for a walk in the park, or I'll go to the gym and just take a casual, slow-paced walk on the treadmill. Now, before we go on to the second thing, my name's Luke and this channel is all about personal development and I'll be sharing the things I've learned and continuously learn. So if you enjoy content around trying to improve yourself, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. The second thing I do to stop feeling overwhelmed is deep breathing. Now, before I start deep breathing, I like to close my eyes as a way to calm myself. And then I take a deep breath in, I hold, and then I breathe out. Now, deep breathing really helps to calm my mind and eventually I start thinking clearly again. Now, whenever I'm consciously doing breath work, I've always breathed in through my nose and out through my mouth. But recently, I've been coming across information that says nose breathing is more beneficial and healthier than mouth breathing. Now, I'm still new to the topic of nose breathing. In fact, I know very little about it. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to learn more about nose breathing. I'm going to apply what I learn and then I'm going to share the results with you. And if you have any suggestions of the best books, videos, or any type of educational material on the topic of nose breathing, then make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. It's much appreciated. Now, the third thing I do is I use positive self-talk. Now, I've noticed that whenever I start to feel overwhelmed or stressed out, negative self-talk and doubt starts to increase. For example, are you sure you can handle this? Do you even have what it takes? I don't know how to solve this. You're taking way too long, Luke, to find a solution. Maybe I can't do this. Or maybe I'm just not good enough. Now, this type of negative self-talk is sabotaging and also very destructive because if you actually listen to these thoughts, eventually you might start to believe them and then you'll act accordingly. But what I've learned is, since I'm aware and conscious of the negative self-talk, I also have the power to stop it and replace it with positive self-talk. For example, yes, I can handle this. Yes, I do have what it takes. I am good enough. I will find a solution. I'm not sure what to do, but I'm going to figure it out. I know I'm overwhelmed, but this is going to make me stronger and more resilient in the long run. And if I failed at something, rather than telling myself I'm a failure, I tell myself, well, I've now found out what doesn't work, or I'm closer to getting there. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. It requires conscious effort to turn negative self-talk into positive self-talk, and I often find it quite hard. But at the same time, I also feel it's necessary if I want to continuously try and improve myself. And if you feel like you're stuck in your comfort zone, then make sure you watch this video here, where I share with you 4 ways to get out of your comfort zone.